What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, people? What is going on? It is Tuesday. Um,
What's going on there, young buck?
what's going on? Old school, how you feeling?
Oh man, old man ain't doing good today, man. But we gonna make it through it and make it do what it do.
We gonna make it through it. He wanted to make me look bad. Cause when I'm sick, I just be like, look, we're gonna have to. I can't say, look, when I'm out, I'm out. Look, I'm out. But I see you also on that road, man. What happened, man? Who got you?
I don't even know, man. I don't even know. No rest. That's what got me.
Yeah.
I don't.
You be right.
I don't stop. Either I'm on the road, or I'm at church, or I'm at home, or I'm out doing something concerning the church. So I never stop. And it's beginning to catch up with old man. That's all.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's catching up to you, man. You got to get you some rest, man. You gotta find some time. I know me and Angel on this thing called boundaries. And we trying to, lately, it's been sounding. Lately, man, a lot of people don't like it, but lately I just been saying a lot of no's. Uh they don't like it, and it hurt me when I say it. Look, it hurt me when I say it, but it feel good afterwards, man. I just be saying a lot of no's. We don't host many events like we used to. Good, like I think we hosted like one event this year, if that. Um,
uh,
and I think that
right.
was that the Super? Nope, the Super Bowl was at my mom's house. So no, I don't even think we hosted anything this year. By now we done had all types of
Y'all
we
did
done
the
had
wrestling thing. Y'all did the
well,
wrestling
yeah, that
thing
was just
not too
that
long
was
ago.
just something we don't really call that hosting. It was just Devontae over. It was great for him. He wanted to come and hang out with us and everything like that. But like in
Uh,
terms of like game days and karaoke night stuff, we ain't really did nothing like that lately. We might crank something
uh,
up when we come back from vacation, man. We're going to Orlando again, so we are excited about that as well. Going to Orlando for the school spring break and
okay,
for the kids
okay.
spring break. So we're excited to go out there, man, and have a good time. Have a good time. We had went last year, and we said we got to run it back. We got to run it back. All right, so we're gonna say hey to our listeners. Hey, mama. Both mamas are on. Hey, Mama Francis, my mother in love, and Mama Mika, my mother. Yeah, and she said, "Yay!" She excited for this trip as well. Look, man, I know. I actually got something I want us to cover, but then we also we're gonna run that back from last. We're gonna run it back from last week. So I reached out to our special ladies and asked them to join us again. So let's bring them on. Hello,
Bring
ladies.
on the girls.
Hello.
She
Hey,
changed she changed her name to Mrs. Old School.
Mrs. Old School.
Yeah.
No,
You better say, doggone, put your stamp on it, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Baby, we're gonna talk after this. What happened? What happened? What? Come
I
on
ain't know.
now.
I ain't know we were changing
What
names. Well, I need
what
to change
happened?
mine to Mrs.
What
Youngblood.
happened? What happened? How y'all doing today?
Pretty good. Yeah,
That's
I'm
good.
alright.
That's good. Yeah, I brought you up, Angel. We was talking a little bit about boundaries and stuff. And how's that going for you this year? Hey, Tia.
Uh, it's going pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I most definitely been saying a lot of no's
Yeah.
and like don't be answering my phone for hardly nobody or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm loving the peace that comes behind it, but like you also say, it
Yeah.
make me feel bad not doing it. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm most definitely loving the peace that comes with it. So I'm
Yeah. People don't realize too though, like sometimes stepping back and saying no and whatever, like sometimes like it actually helps them because I think you posted something. I think it was either yesterday or earlier today about
yes,
like just about pouring in. Like sometimes, people, we pour into so many people that we
Mhm.
don't have much left in the tank to keep pouring in. So sometimes we gotta sit back and relax and recharge and all of that. But lately, I ain't been doing too much of pouring or nothing, unless somebody call me for some advice or something like that. But I don't go looking for it like I used to. I just be like, hey, look, I just lately been just trying to relax, and Tanisha and I've been doing a lot of like just me and her time lately. So yeah, we been in our own little island sometime.
Right. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Like it really ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I was talking to somebody today and they was like, look, I ain't heard from you or whatever. I say,
Mm-hmm.
look, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it again, like I have to draw the line somewhere. If I don't draw the line, then they're gonna be scribble scrap on my end.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to draw the line somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, my thing with me is not necessarily that I deal with a whole lot of people because cause I don't, but but behind the scene, like I keep in mind like a lot of stuff like we may need to have done at the church. You know what I'm saying? So instead of
Mm-hmm.
staying at home resting, you know what I'm saying, I'm running over there to get this done, running over there to get that done, trying to make sure this is right, trying to make sure that is in order. You know what I'm saying? And then in a way, I'm not kind of surprised that this sickness is trying to come down on me because we all made a visit on Sunday, and we prayed before God, and we went all up into the enemy's territory. You can't go messing with the devil and don't think he ain't gonna come back with you in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got two services Sunday. Elder, you preaching on Sunday morning, but I supposed to go over to Apostle Pittman's and preach that on Sunday evening. So
Mm-hmm. He must have hit a roadblock. Then
I was
we
discussing it,
uh,
saying that I'm actually scheduled to work all this week. But because of how I'm feeling, I told her I may just take the weekend off. Cause come next week, I'm doing where we in my business will call doubles. I'm gonna be doing like two charters a day, just about all week. So when I go to work in the morning, I'm not gonna be coming back that night like I did today. I did one run, came back to the yard, jumped in another vehicle, going back to another hotel to do another run tomorrow. It's gonna be that whole. It's gonna be that way all week next week from what I see. It's gonna be run after run after run after run. So
mm-hmm.
uh, I just think that when you go when you go not what they say, when you go knocking at the devil's door, expect him to answer.
Mm-hmm.
and and I just gotta say, you know what? Let me stop. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. The money will be good if I could make it through this full week. The money would be good, but sometimes you gotta prioritize, and me getting rest and me getting ready for uh for this weekend is more than important than
Mm-hmm.
making a dollar. I don't know about everybody else. I'm one. I will call off work before I call off church. So
Yeah.
so that's just what an old man is, man. I do a whole lot of stuff that I don't even say nothing about. I say it need to be done. I
Mm-hmm.
get it done because I understand members in love for life. The majority of y'all working, y'all doing something. Those who don't have jobs don't have cars. So you know what I'm saying. You sometimes as a leader, you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, yeah. But then you also got to take advantage though, because there are times where I be looking around and you at somebody's service. I be like, I know he be want to go out there and support, but he need to sit down somewhere. So you got to take
But you got
advantage. I mean, you got to. I understand. Like you, I mean, me and you, we were talking about it sometimes too. Because you remember, I used to, I was talking about how I go out and I do this support here, and I support this person, I support that person, and even you told me like sometimes you got to just say no to it. No matter how
yeah.
bad you want to go out there, sometimes you got to say no. So I think I had looked up one time. I was like, me and you was talking to you was like, man, I'm just tired. I need some rest. And I was like, well, next time you need some rest, just make sure you get a chance to get that rest. And then turn out I looked up your butt at somebody's service. I said, well, look in here. I, s- I said he better not say anything about being tired. Not now time. I said I just can't
Yeah.
believe it. But yeah, man, you gotta
Hey,
just take advantage of it.
I'll be tired though, but it got it that one thing about and I believe I always have when it come to ministry, man. I will push myself to the limits. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because this one thing I do understand, and I'm gonna say this and shut up and let the ladies talk. But this one thing I do understand. You know, at Love for Life, we don't do a whole lot of programs. We
Hmm.
just don't. It's just not us. Just not what we do. You know. But when you do need people and you do want people to come out and support, you have to go out and support what they're doing. And a lot of times I'm not even in town. So when
Hmm.
I do have the opportunity to go, I have to go when I have the chance to go. Do I be tired? Yes. Would I rather be at home in my bed? I surely would. But I know my schedule and I know how it works. So when I have the opportunity to go, even if I don't stay for the whole service, I at least gotta go and show support. You know what I'm saying? And try and be there, to support, other ministries because when you do something, you want them to come out and support you.
Yeah, yeah, but it ain't too much support you gonna do from the grave. I'm just being honest. I'm, I'm just being look, it's harsh, but I'm being honest. Real quick, Tia said take some cod liver oil. Is it cod liver oil COD? Maybe. My mom, she's the spokesperson of vitamin C drops. So she said make sure you take vitamin C. If you say anything about a cold, she said you took them vitamin C drops, but she's the spokesperson of vitamin C drops. And then Tia said get some peppermint tea and honey. And if you went to Bishop, she would have told you to make a hot toddy. But that's all she tell me that all the time. She'd be like, make you a hot toddy, make you a hot toddy. But yeah,
I
so
don't even know what that is.
yeah, it got alcohol and stuff like that included in it. But we got
Oh,
I got one thing I want us to touch. Ladies, y'all still there, right?
Yep.
Okay. I think Angel going in and out. Um I got one thing I want us to touch, and then we're gonna do one or two of the things from last week. I know it was one we didn't touch last week, and a lot of people enjoyed it. So ladies, go ahead and unmute yourself because we finna go ahead and have this conversation. So does the name Jada ring a bell?
Will's
Yep.
wife.
Not Will wife. No, not Jada Pickett Smith, but Jada.
That's the only Jada that comes to my
Unfortunately,
mind.
Yeah,
unfortunately, yeah.
so hold on, let me get Lady Hill back on here. So Jada is hold on one moment. So this is an unfortunate thing, but I think we should talk about it because we will need to bring awareness to it. And I'm gonna read out the script on of what was said. It was, but give you a summary. It's a little girl that got bullied and she ended up dying. And
What?
when I heard it, I thought suicide. But listen, this is the story. So March 8th, 2026. So a couple of days ago, a 12-year-old girl has tragically passed away after a school bus fight that is now sparking a nationwide conversation about bullying, accountability, and school safety. Her name was Jada West, a student at Mason Creek Middle School in Douglas County. According to family members, Jada has been dealing with bullying for nearly 3 months after moving into the neighborhood. And they say
Hmm.
the school had already been notified about the situation. The argument reportedly started earlier at school and continued during the bus ride home. When the bus stopped, multiple students reportedly got off and followed her down the street. In a video circulating online, we will not be playing the video. I didn't see it, didn't go looking for it. But in a video circulating online, Jada can be heard asking a question that has shaken people across social media. Jada said, "Why is everybody getting off the bus?" Witnesses say she stood her ground and defended herself when the confrontation turned physical. But shortly after the fight ended and she began heading home, something went terribly wrong. Family members say her heart stopped not long after the altercation and she collapsed. She was rushed to the hospital where doctors fought to save her life. But on March 8, 2026, her family shared the heartbreaking news that Jada had passed away. Now the internet is erupting with questions and debate. If multiple students got off the bus and followed her, who should truly be held responsible for what happened next? The students involved, the adults who may have been nearby, the school that was allegedly told about the bullying months earlier, or the system meant to protect children in the first place. A 12-year-old child is gone tonight, and an entire community is asking the same painful question: who failed Jada West?
The school. And I'm gonna tell you why I say the school. I'm gonna say the school from experience. I'm not talking about what nobody told me or then that I read. I'm talking about something that I actually went through that when I was younger. I was always jumped on the bus. My mom, she went to the school, told the school about what was going on, and they did absolutely nothing. Gave them
Mm-hmm.
names and everything, and the school did absolutely nothing. It was like when you was out of their eyesight, you was not their problem. So what happened was eventually, I don't know if everybody heard about being jumped in. That's kind of what my mom had the guys do in my family. My mom like, you know what? They ain't gonna keep beating my son like this. So she called all the guys in the family. She said, look, y'all take his blank outside and y'all kick his blank until he started fighting back. And and that's what happened. That really is what got me to actually fight back. To one day, one of the guys were coming at me, and so here it is. I'm beating this guy down, and now the school want to suspend me. And my mom was
Mm-hmm.
like, not a blank you ain't, because when they was jumping on him, y'all didn't say nothing. So now he defended himself, and now you want to do something. Mama say, I have all y'all niggas on the news. Cause
Mm-hmm.
it's like with me, it was so bad for me. It was plenty of times I wouldn't even ride the bus home. I would walk. I would walk from I don't know if anybody online for me, but I would walk from Cohen Middle School all the way past Kirkwood down there by East Lake Meadow, which was on College Grove where we used to stay. And if anybody know about that, that ain't no short walk. But so I wouldn't get jumped on my way home. I would walk. I would walk so I wouldn't get jumped. And a lot of reasons that's why I actually wind up cutting school, because I didn't want to keep getting jumped. But nobody, and even though the school knew about it, they knew the guys' names and all of this type of stuff. They did absolutely, positively nothing. They did absolutely nothing. They didn't call in a parents meeting. They did nothing. But then when it got to the point where, hey, I'm fighting back and I'm defending myself. Now you want to defend me. Now you want to suspend
Mm-hmm.
me. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that something like that happened. The schools got to get more. They just pretend that this is just this kid is just talking about, let it go in one ear and not the other, because that is not the case. And like I say, I literally went through that. I'm talking about, I don't know if y'all remember back in the time when they used to have giant rings, have these giant rings. And my mama noticed at one time, a couple times I came home and they had beat me so to where I could barely, my back and stuff was so sore because they was beating me so much. So I know that feeling because I honestly went through it. And I just feel like that when a child is crying out like that, don't just sit there and say nothing. You gotta get involved. Thank
Mm-hmm.
God I was able to make it through it. Thank. It's only by the grace of God I was able make it through that. I hate what happened to this. Sympathize with. I get it. I understand. I've been through that, and it is nothing nice. you feel like you by yourself, like everybody is attacking you, because that's honestly where it be. Everybody is attacking you. You become the joke of the school every time somebody see you walking down the halls and stuff like that. You become the butt joke to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you
Mm-hmm.
feel so. This stuff that I went through this stuff. That's why even now, listen, I gotta say this and shut up, because this is real touching to me, because I went through it. That's why even now, as in adult, I feel some type of way if I'm the butt of the joke, because I went through that when I was a child. You know what I'm saying? I felt unappreciated when I was a child. I felt like everybody was picking on me when I was a child. So even now, sometimes as an adult, I would still go through them same feelings. If I'm in a room and I'm the key point to everybody joke, now I think, okay, so why everybody picking on me? You know what I'm saying? And it
Mm-hmm.
scars you, man. It really truly scars you. And I hate it, man. God knows I hate it, man. I wish somebody would have heard. I'm pretty sure she said something to somebody. Somebody had to know. Somebody had to
Well,
know what
yeah,
this
they
baby was
said,
going through.
yeah, it said that she told the school. She told the school about it. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy, man.
Let me go to the comments and then I'm gonna go to the ladies. So Mama Williams said if it wasn't all of their bus stop, why did the bus driver let them all off? I mean, speaking from someone who's who's seen this situation and actually been like, it's only so much that the bus drivers can do. Um Also, my mom said when we were growing up, students that didn't normally ride the bus couldn't get on the bus. Yeah, yeah, couldn't get on
Hmm.
the bus. Some of the kids that got off the bus didn't even supposed to be on the bus. Exactly. She said, I also think parents need to teach kids better. Jada was the new girl in school. She should have been showered with love, and that's why I love Kip. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a sad thing. Especially, I mean, like, you got girls, right? But then I got sisters that are still in school and all of that. It's really, yeah, it's sad. Angel, what y'all got?
I
Um,
I blame everybody, honestly. I saw
Mm-hmm.
the I didn't see the video of the fight, but I did see the video of when she got off the bus and she noticed that everybody else got off the bus. There were adults there just sitting there watching while she got off the bus, while all these children were following her and while they were fighting. And I don't think any adult stepped in and stopped it.
That's
Mm.
So the fact that those adults were there, they could have prevented the fight from happening. I blame the school because she went to the school and told them plenty of times that she was getting bullied. She told them what was going on and they
they
did
don't care.
nothing to stop it.
They don't care. They don't care. They just there for a
So
paycheck.
I blame everybody.
Hey man, take me off camera for a minute. All right, just take me off camera. All right, take this.
All right, we're gonna take old school off for a minute. Um, Angel, what you got? I know you about to say something.
I agree with everybody, as far as the school and everybody or whatever, but just to make a statement, whoever laid a hand on that little girl need to be charged. Whoever got off the bus and you know good and well that wasn't your stop need to be charged. Like
Mm-hmm.
because that means you went there for a reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even though they probably didn't mean to kill her or however like that, but you did what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And 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 a lot of time it have to somebody got to make a statement somewhere, like because bullying is not right at all. 'Cause I have a niece who bullies people all the time, and I always tell her, you don't want nobody bullying you. If you don't
Mm.
want nobody talking about you, being on you, hitting on you, or whatever like that, don't put your hands. Don't talk about nobody else.
All right.
I went through, I went through bullying myself in school. or
Mm-hmm.
whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of time I didn't want to go to school either or whatever. But then that's one thing I taught my kids and still teaching them. Like if somebody come up to you or whatever, tell the teacher,
Yeah.
tell the administrator, tell the principal, you tell the cross guard. I don't care who you tell. You tell somebody. Cause they can't sit up
Mm-hmm.
here and say you never told them anything. Because my thing is, if it get worse or whatever, and you don't told everybody, and ain't nobody doing nothing, then you take matters into your own hand or whatever. But until then, you know what I'm saying? Like, them kids, some need to happen with them children. And
Mm-hmm.
if them kids' parents knew that they was bullying, because sometimes a lot of parents know their children is bullying. A lot of parents know their kids ain't no good. A lot of
Yeah.
parents know that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And they still don't do nothing about it and stuff like that. So, but if them kids, yeah, them kids no definitely need to be charged because you had no business putting your hands on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a free country. Talk all your talk you want, but your hands don't go on nobody or
Yeah.
whatever. Like I tell my boys, your 2 second action cost you a whole lot of years of consequences. Like you
Mm-hmm.
don't want that. Like you should have thought about it before you did. Ain't no such thing of crying. Oh, I want my mama. No, no, you don't. Cause she called. I promise you, she probably called for her mama or whatever. So yeah, yeah, them kids. Some will definitely happen to them children and what everybody else say. But I know especially them dang on kids,
Yeah.
bad,
Yeah. Yeah.
bad behind chilling.
It's crazy. It's definitely a sad story. But I hope a lot of awareness come out of it. I hope she wasn't sacrificed in vain, if that makes sense. Mama Williams said most schools don't react until something tragic happens. That is so true. That is so
It
true.
is so true.
Yeah.
It
Um
is.
Mama Mika said, "Yep, and that's crazy that no one stopped it. I am always disciplining, yeah, kids that are not mine, no matter where we are. You are, you definitely are. Sometimes I have to tell her, like, Mom, them ain't your kids. Them are not your kids.
I be doing the same thing sometime or whatever, and I be like, Lord, these are not my peoples.
Yeah.
I be like, but you can't sit up here and act a fool in front of people, especially the right adult, and think like
Mhm.
I ain't finna sit here and just look at no fight or whatever. I might yell and scream, hey, y'all better stop that, whatever, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Call police or somebody or something, you know what I'm saying, or something. Even if it could, I ain't see the video or anything like that. Like I read half of the story. Didn't really want to read it all because it's 12 years old you talking about. I don't want to hear
Mhm.
that. You know what I'm saying? But like if to like Tanisha said, if you had adults just sitting around ain't doing nothing, you seen this little girl just getting jumped on, like what in the world? Y'all ain't
Mhm.
had that kind of action in y'all neighborhood to the point y'all just want to sit around and eat popcorn and just look at a fight? Like y'all
Yeah.
supposed to did something, broke it up. Like yell, scream. I'm calling parents or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have lots of questions, and I feel like some of everybody is responsible for this, and I say everybody. I think Tanisha said it too. It's like everybody felt this young lady. I mean, starting with the parents, like it didn't really say what the parents did, but I feel like the parents could have did more. I've seen in instances where some of my siblings will come home and say, "Hey, mama, this is going on," or "This little girl is picking on me," and my mom is at the is at the school, hands down. She at the school and she ain't leaving until something is dealt with. And even on top of that, like I just felt like if you know your child was being bullied, then you should have met your child at the bus stop. Like, I mean, that's just like precautions that should have been made. Also, I mean, like I said, I didn't see the video, but apparently there was some adults involved. I mean, there was some adults not involved, but around that didn't experience. I mean, that didn't step in, and they should have stepped in. I mean, if not to chastise the kids, but at least break it up. They should have did something. It was something that should have been dealt with. But then also the main thing is the school. Like the school didn't do absolutely nothing, and this is what happened. Like she told, it says on here that she told the school about it, and apparently nothing happened. I mean, I've seen it where people, where students would be like, hey, I'm getting off at this bus stop to go see a friend or whatever. The bus driver should have came. Should have came to the bus driver that something suspicious was going on. If everybody on the bus, if it come to the point where she says, "Why is everybody getting off the bus?" type deal. So I hope there's some more, some different procedures, some different policies and stuff that coming along, similar to old school. Like I was a victim of bullying. I got out of it, but mine was more so because people thought I was a part of a gang. Like me and a couple of my other friends, like we was just all real tight, and they used to think we was part of a gang. They used to think we were, and we used to call each other the brotherhood, but it wasn't a game. It was just something like, it was just for us to show our relationship amongst each other. We came to school, we're in suits on every Wednesday. Like we was like, it was just literally a brotherhood. But as tight as we was, and how we used to walk around the halls together, because some of us took mostly the same classes, and we used to walk around the halls together, people used to think we were part of a gang. Teachers used to ask us where we were part of one. And then so of course the other quote unquote real gangs used to come and ask us questions, and we was all like experience some of that. One of my friend, God rest his soul, Gino, who I later found out is a cousin of mine. But Gino, he had sickle cell, and they was picking on him, dumped him on his head, and then like the whole school defended this man. So like sometimes it takes other people to step up and defend people who are being bullied. Sometimes it takes other people. And I know a lot of people don't want to be getting involved. A lot of people want to say, hey, that ain't none of my business. But technically it is. Like if you see something, you gotta at least say something. You know, the adults should have stepped in and broke it up. It's crazy, man. It's definitely. I mean, it's a 12-year-old girl who reported it and did everything she's supposed to do, and she got no help. She got no help, and that's crazy.
And I'm hoping the system don't fail her because yes, justice for Jada.
Hmm.
Because some gotta happen. Some gotta happen. Like the law gotta teach these kids. That's why these children, a lot of times these kids out here doing stupid stuff and what they want to do because they feel like they ain't gonna get in trouble for it or whatever. Somebody gotta teach these little knuckleheads some something, honey. Cause baby, that that's too much. She's
Yeah.
12. Oh my God, she was 12. Ain't even lived yet.
Hmm.
But
She was
it ain't
12.
it ain't
Your phone breaking up real bad.
You breaking up real bad, old
they
school.
know they already know that laws is said that it ain't like it was when I know when it was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Parents have the right to discipline your kids and all of this. These children now you're behind going to jail, and these children know it. That's why they'll act any kind of way, they'll talk any kind of way, because the law is more about protecting them in their rights instead of the parents in their rights. You know what I'm saying? The law say that child can talk to you any kind of way, but you better not put your hands on them or you going to jail. Nigga, I pay the bills here. Ain't nobody finna talk to me any kind of way in my house while I pay the bills. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And these kids know it. They will tell a parent in a minute, you put your hands on me, you going to jail. And they know this.
Yeah.
They know they could do whatever they want, however they want, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Because if you really think about it, the system is set up to keep them locked up. Cause the discipline don't left the house. You can't discipline these children no more. It was a point in time I know when I was coming up, you act up in school, the teacher would get you. And then when you got home, your
Hmm.
mama would get you. And God forbid if you had one of them dads like mine that came in every now and then when he got word, you got another whooping. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you touch these children, you're behind going to jail. And instead of anybody risking their freedom, regardless of right or wrong, ain't nobody finna really risk their freedom out here with these kids doing whatever they want to do. And it's a time now, you gotta look at it like, I know when I was coming up, they said it took a village to raise a child. If the neighbor got on
Mm-hmm.
me, my mom ain't finna try and fight that neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama know that that neighbor is only trying to teach me what's right. Man, you say something to one of these children right now, you got to fight the mama, the daddy, the grandmama, and all of this type. And your child the one doing wrong, but you don't want me to say that to them. So these kids know it. They ain't dumb by a long shot. They know they could get away with all this mess. That's why they doing it. They know ain't that gonna happen to them. That's why they doing it. That's why they'll talk to their parents any kind of way. That's why they'll give you any type of attitude. Man, I would find my head in a wall somewhere. I'm talking to my mama talking to me, and I want to walk off like I'm grown, like I'm paying bills. Man, she would knock your head through a wall. It's no more respect as a parent, as an adult. We don't have the respect that we used to have with our parents. Cause these children know they could do whatever they want to, and you better not touch them.
Yeah, yeah. Mama Francis said, with everything that happens now, the system is looking at the parents to prosecute them. I'm not going to jail for what my child did. The child will be dead first, right? And then I'll go to jail for killing them. We as parents need to let our children know what's the consequences for their actions. Yeah, yeah. My mama said, but not my kids. They already know. Yeah, we do. I mean, I remember like when I was going to I think this was Carter G. Woodson, I believe. And this was back in the day where kids what a teachers used to hit you. And around this time, I'm starting to smell myself. So I wasn't afraid of my mom or whatever. And the teacher, I don't know what we did, but me and a friend of mine, we did something. And our teacher used to take rulers and tape them up like them wooden rulers. She used to tape them
Mm,
up together, and she used to let the women. She used to hit the girls on their palms. But then she used to hit the dudes, the guys, and she used to hit us on our knuckles. And my homeboy went first, and I had to like, and he balled his fist up, and she hit him or whatever, and he just started crying. So then I go up there and I'm all big and bad, right? And I told the teacher, I said, I'm gonna ball my fist up, but if you hit me, I'm gonna kick you. And she hit me and I kicked her. I always been a man of my word. She hit me and I kicked her. And she was like, I'm gonna call your mom. And I was like, call my mom. And then so she called my mom. I saw my mom. I said, hey mom. And then that thing I know, she stepped to the side and here come old school. In my head, I'm like, she don't need to talk to this dude. Like, what is going on?
hmm.
And next thing you know, old school pulled me into like they gave him access to the teacher's lounge and the teacher bathroom. And he wore me out, boy. And I just want to say that bathroom was clean. Uh yeah, it wasn't no normal bathroom, but yeah, I mean, it ain't like it used to be these days. I mean, I have a at my job, I have someone who went to jail, who got locked up for spanking their child, and yeah, so it's definitely different. But so I mean,
Me,
what can we do though?
I got arrested for spanking Lori, your
Yep,
sister.
yep.
I got arrested for it. And it's crazy to where I'm disciplining my child, and the school, instead of calling defense like they were supposed to, cause she went to school, she was crying, she was on her way to school that day, doing all this unnecessary crying and hollering for no apparent reason, just acting up. So my thing is, you gonna cry, I'm gonna give you a reason to. That's just honestly how I saw it.
Hmm.
So I went in the bathroom and I spanked her, sent her behind on the school, and she went to and she was telling the teachers that I whooped her, and the procedure is, so I was told, was the police was not even supposed to have been called. They say that if something like that happened, the school's supposed to call defects, and defects determine if a case need to be put against that parent or not. They didn't do that. They straight called the police and had me arrested for cruelty to children. So
Mm,
that's why a lot of times, I mean, I ain't going back to I ain't going back to jail for mine bumping. And it's crazy, but what do you do when the law tie your hands of disciplining your own
mm-hmm.
child? It ain't like I killed her. I spanked on her behind. You know what I'm saying? But what do you do when the law ties your hands as a parent? When the law tell you,
Yeah.
yeah, that's your child, but you better not touch him, or I'm gonna arrest you. This is my child. Your child in the corner probably work, but that ain't gonna work for mine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what do we do when the law tie our hands as parents, and we can't even we don't even have the right to raise our own kids the way we feel like we should?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a question where we probably need to get a bunch of other parents on because, like, I mean, I'm not a parent, but I think it'll be real good to get a bunch of parents on here and we have and to bring this conversation up because I mean we do need a plan. Something has to happen.
But it's okay to like get parents or whatever together. But then you also got to think about this. Some of these kids who doing these bullying and stuff, they parents may not be no better. You got
Yeah.
adults out here bullying other adults.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? You got you
Yeah.
got
That's
you got
true.
parents out here, you know what I'm saying, fighting for any apparently reason. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So a lot of time these kids only doing what they see that they doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Cause that one thing like Mama Francis said, I ain't going to jail when they're one of mine. I tell mine that all the time. I'm 40, baby.
Hmm.
I ain't got the only record I got is medical records. You hear me?
Hmm.
And baby, I ain't dealing with it because you go out here, you be stupid if you want to. Be stupid at the age of 18, so it can fall on you. That's why I tell
Yeah.
mine all the time. Like, look, don't do nothing stupid that I ain't going down for you. I can't go down for you. You want to mess up your life, that's on you. I can't mess
Hmm.
up mine. But these
Yeah.
parents out here is basically probably doing the same thing. Like they bullying each other. They may be bullying their neighbors, talking junk. You know what I'm saying? Like they looking at what they parents and stuff doing or whatever. So it's really like it's really like what can you really do? Like I would love to be a part of a anti-stop bullying something. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
especially everybody who ever been bullied in school or been bullied in neighborhoods or whatever. Like we all should come together and do something. But what can you do when the parents are doing the same thing?
Yeah. 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 That's also to let you like one thing I think we used to I used to talk me and my mom used to talk about is like people need to just check on their kids. Like sometimes kids go through so much stuff that they don't tell you and you need to just check on your kids. Be more aware of your kids. Like, and this is not me trying to say like take them off of their laptop or their devices or whatever, but spend some time with them. Ask them how they day was. If they not acting right, or if they don't seem like themselves, talk to them, monitor the kids. You ain't gotta hover over them, but monitor them. Like who are these friends that they are talking to? Like, and are they good people for them to be associated with? Like, and that's what I don't see these days. Is like parents are not involved in their kids' lives like they used to at all. So then that's why stuff like this happen, or that's why your child, like, you should not be surprised if your child out here being a bully. You should not be surprised. You should not be surprised if you get a call and saying that your child done hit somebody because somebody been bullying them. Like, you should be aware. Your child should be able to come and speak with you. So I mean, I'm not saying like it's nobody on here that is not that is that this pertains to, but parents just got to be more involved in their child lives. I'm gonna read these couple comments and then we're gonna close out this conversation. Um, Mama Francis said, "I always told my girls call the police, but tell them to send an ambulance too, because you will be hurt before the cops and ambulance get here."
Hmm.
That my
I
kind
know
of
that's
mama.
right.
That my kind of mama right there. Look, call the police, but you call the ambulance too. I'm telling you that now. 2 for 1.
Yeah, right. My mom said, Mama Mika said, my kids were scared to call the cops. I always told them you are going right to defects. I have too many kids to worry about one. I'll come get you when you got your act together. She
That
said
part.
exactly, cussing out the teachers and everything. Yeah,
That
so yeah,
part.
like we just need to make sure that we are aware. One thing my mom do, boy, she is aware of whatever the kids are doing. Grades. She got she had some teachers on speed dial. She had a teacher of mine that I knew I couldn't stand. She used to bring the teacher a cake and stuff. I'm like, I know it's teacher appreciation week, but I don't appreciate her. And she was like, you better take this girl, take this teacher their cake. I was like, I don't like Dr. Fields. I don't like her at all. I remember her name and everything. So yeah, um, just to wrap this up, man, we have to make sure that we're spending some time with our kids. We're taking some time to talk to them, see how they are doing, touching base with them, and actually just being a part of their lives, getting more involved. Stop letting them take this world on by themselves. I mean, we had a village, so now we got to get back to that for people having a village, man. I mean, like I tell everybody, like I love my mama, but she also praises all the other mamas that adopted me and helped me be the person I am now. She was a single mom doing a lot, but then it was a lot of my friends, my closest friends today, who parents took me on as theirs too. So it's been plenty of times I've been at one of my friends' houses and we both got in trouble together. And she didn't, and my friend mama didn't have to call my mama. She already had free reign to do whatever she needed to do. So we gotta find a way to get back to that, because these timeouts and stuff ain't working. It ain't working at all. But yeah, I really do hope that they find justice for this young lady, find justice for Jada. But then I also hope that there are some procedures, and some policies that are changed, and some more awareness around this, around bullying, and just around, like, if someone speaks up, we need to make sure that we do something. Yeah. Old school, you got anything you want to say to wrap this one up?
Oh no, man. No. Uh-uh. I hate it, man.
Okay.
I hate.
Yeah, I hate
Honestly,
it.
honestly, man. If as touching as this is to me, as personal as it is to me, I'm gonna be honest. If I would have known this was the conversation, I wouldn't be on. Cause
Okay.
it's very personal to me. Somebody who actually went through it, man. I went through
Hmm.
that. I went through it. I went through it. I went through it. I could. I hate it, man.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hate it.
as y'all know, we don't really discuss topics. Matter of fact, the ladies wasn't aware of the topic either of the day, because we were just gonna do a repeat of last week. But this came up, and as touching as it is to all of us, this was something we talk about a lot of stuff. We talk about the church, we talk about the preachers doing stuff bad, but this is something we couldn't bypass it. Touching as it is, like, we need to make sure that we do our part to bring awareness to it, and we talk about it and give Jada her shine. I hate that this happened to her. I really do.
Yeah.
Um, but I hope something really comes out of it. Her life should not have been taken in vain. So we will continue to monitor it. I'm pretty sure my wife will keep me up to date on if we have anything such as the case and everything, and we'll keep y'all updated as well. All right. But yeah, justice for Jada. We'll make sure that we definitely keep her in our prayers, keep her family in our prayers as well. And yeah, we're just gonna hope that they find justice for this young lady. Yeah. Don't want to end it off on a sour note. Um, so we are gonna take a breather and we're gonna we got Lady T here. She got a scenario for us, and um we're gonna do one more. I think we got time for one, babe. We got time for one more. Am I the butthole? So we're gonna let her pick one good one, and we're gonna call it a night. Next week we got some special guests. As far as they confirmed with me. Old school knows nothing about it. I don't think unless she called and told them. But we do have some special guests coming next week for them to tell their story. And there are some women in honor of International Women Month. So, but yeah, T, take it away, babe.
Okay. This one is titled "Am I the a-hole for locking my bedroom door after my roommate kept going to my stuff even after I asked her not to?"
No.
I mean, honestly, you ain't even gotta read no more. Because why you going in my room?
Right.
Yeah.
Like we're roommates. We don't share the same room, but we share the same apartment, house, whatever. Why you in my room? So
Mm,
now she ain't the butthole.
Right.
yeah.
All right. So it says, I share an apartment with my roomie. When we moved in together, I made it very clear that I'm private about my personal things like journals, gadgets, especially my skincare. She agreed and said she was the same, except she isn't. The last few months, things started happening. My makeup will be moved around. My chargers kept disappearing. She even borrowed the dress my mom gave me before she passed and put it back in my closet with wrinkles and a man's perfume smell.
Mm,
My skincare was used way, way, way faster than I could ever use it. I confronted her kindly and nicely at first. She denied everything. Then I caught her literally in my room when she thought I was at work. She laughed at me and said, "Girl, chill. We're roomies. It's shared stuff." I said, "No, it's not." After that, I bought a simple lock for my bedroom and started locking whenever I am not inside. She blew up at me saying I was destroying the trust in our home and treating her like a thief. I told her, "If you want trust, stop going through my things." Now she's been this passive aggressive ever since, and one mutual friend said I overreacted because it's just girl stuff. Am I the a hole?
nah.
She not the a-hole, but she need to find her some more friends. Even with that mutual friend ain't even a friend either.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because why
Yeah.
you all in my stuff, especially touching anything that her mom gave her, that she got from her mom, whatever before her mom passed. Like, bruh, we
Yeah.
don't need your smell on that. She probably still want to smell her mama.
Right.
And then she
Hmm.
got to smell a nigga cologne. Like, bro, what? I,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get on my kids a lot because a lot of time, matter of fact, my house, a lot of time I can't have nothing. I got people that want to come and take my perfume, my deodorant, my snacks, my drinks, whatever. And it's nerve wracking when you
Hmm.
got your own personal stuff, but when you go for it, when you go to use it or eat it or take it or whatever, it ain't even that no more. But somebody done took it.
Right.
Like really, what? I don't like that. It's my
Hmm.
stuff. Leave my stuff alone.
Yeah. 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 I definitely agree. My mom said this would be the last year on the lease.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's saying nope and gave Angel an amen. Yeah, I mean, my sister went through a little bit of this when she while she in school. I also went through it a little bit too. I just realized I'm not a roommate type person. Cause if I don't like you, I don't need you touching nothing. But I used to have to lock my stuff up all the time when I was in college. I used to have to lock up everything until I end up getting my own room. So I definitely understand. See, it's one thing to be able to share back and forth. So I had a roommate at Benedict where we started off cool, but then I saw that he was taking advantage of it. And next thing you know, like I'm coming in and I'm missing stuff and all that. So I had to lock stuff up. However, when I went to West Georgia, me and this other like we had our separate rooms, but we was in this like apartment that had 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. So we were able to like share things. Like we knew that what one person brought in, it was like a collective group, but it wasn't people taking advantage. It wasn't like when stuff ran out, we just came together and replenish it. Like so, it's just people just gotta. A lot of people just take full advantage of the situation. So I say nah, she not. What did you say, T? What was your
I
thoughts?
said no, she's not, because she made it very clear in the beginning that she's very private about her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What really got me is the girl borrowed her dress that her mom gave her right before she passed away.
Yeah.
Like, what gives you the right to go in there and take that dress or
Mm-hmm.
take
Right,
anything that belongs to her in the first place?
right.
Yeah.
Probably done scratched it out and everything.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Big
And
old butt.
I'm pretty sure she told the
Shoot.
I'm pretty sure she told the roommate about that dress in the past.
Right.
So for
Yeah.
you to go in her room, take that dress out, take that specific dress out her closet and wear it.
And
No.
then put it back wrinkled and smell
Exactly.
like a man.
Mm-hmm. It smells like a
Right.
bean. Mm-hmm.
That
Right.
let you know that you don't even care. You don't even care about nobody,
Mhm.
nobody, nothing.
Yeah.
Like what? 'Cause it got to the
Mm-hmm.
point where it got to the point. I know Veronica used to be mad at her brothers because they used to get her stuff all the time. She got so mad she moved out. That's why
Mm.
my
Mm.
child, my child moved out with she would go stay with her auntie. She said, Mom, I can't take this no more. 'Cause every time I come home, they always go in my room, eat my this and eat my that. And then they be like, I ain't do it. We be like, well, who did it then? It must be a ghost
Right.
in this house. It's a ghost in here or something because this girl stuff keep getting missing and I don't eat that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Cause folks want their privacy and stuff like that. Like, stop touching people's stuff. Go back
Mhm.
to what the Bible used to do. Chop people's hands off when you messing with people's stuff. I can't stand that. That's irritating. Hey, leave people stuff.
chop,
Leave people.
chop the hands off.
Man, look, man, people feel like they could just take anything from you. Like, what? Folks will
Mm-hmm.
go take your man if you let them. Take your woman if you let them. Child, if you ain't got your drawers on, they'll take that too. Like, that's crazy. Leave people
Yeah.
stuff alone.
Yeah, she is definitely not the butthole in this situation. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
lock that stuff up. But I'm with my mama. This will be the last year for me.
Right.
This will be my ever last year on this lease. I'm with my mama on that one. Well, thank you, ladies. Thank y'all for joining us. Yeah, the first topic took some time, so we don't have enough time to do another one today. And then plus we want to make sure that we make sure that Jada gets her shine.
Mhm.
Um, but didn't want to end it off on a sour note. But ladies, y'all got anything coming up? Anything y'all want to shout out? Any birthdays or anything y'all want to spotlight? Or any last words?
No. Justice for Jada.
Justice for Jada. Yep. Happy birthday to Tia. Tia birthday is, what is it? Friday. I know it's the 13th. Is that's
Mm,
Friday?
It's Friday.
Birthday is on Friday, so happy birthday to Tia Pisces. And we're gonna be celebrating this weekend, so looking forward to that. Angel, you got anything you want to add?
I ain't got no invite to the party the weekend, so I don't want to hear it. But justice for Jada.
Well, it look like Tia, you gonna be getting a phone call. You gonna
Mm,
be getting a phone
mm.
call. Yes,
But yeah,
yes, yes. Well,
justice for Jada.
thank y'all, ladies, for joining in. We're gonna I'm about to get ready to close it out, but always a pleasure having y'all on. Hopefully y'all can do what we asked y'all that ladies night. So hopefully y'all working on that. And yeah, we look forward to having y'all back on soon.
All right. See y'all later.
All
Have a good
All
right.
night.
right. All right, y'all. Look like we lost old school. It was a touching subject today. It was a little it was a tough one today. But we want to make sure that we shed light on Miss Jada. We want to make sure that we give her the shine that she deserve on this day. But yeah, let's make sure that we just make sure we stop the bullying. We be aware and we be involved in our kids' lives. We make sure that we're having conversation with our kids, and we're making sure that we are taking action when they report something like bullying or anything like that, especially no matter how big or small it is, because we just never know that, we're trying to stop the Jadas for happening. So once again, justice for Jada. Make sure that we keep her and her family in our prayers. We will definitely continue to all monitor this case and hopefully see some change coming out of this. So as always, we thank y'all for joining us. We thank y'all for tuning in and commenting and being our special guest throughout the comments. Look forward to having y'all next week. Next week, please come on out. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We got a couple of guests that's going to actually tell their story and some things that they dealt with. They dealt with in the past, and they want to be able to have a platform to tell their story. So make sure y'all come on out and join us. But as we always say, we thank y'all for joining. We love y'all, and ain't nothing y'all can do about it. Y'all have a good week. See y'all next week.